fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
Round one. Fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. We're still early in the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets down. Player one is mixing it up and has them shaking in the corner. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with the long-range fireball. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Downs them. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Throws to get around their defense. Squeezes the gauge. So little life left. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Hits him. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Medium kick hits. Big throw. Throw option, always good for the damage. Fights out and brushes that off and keeps going. Not much life difference. What do they do? Overdrive jack. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Looking for a chance. Knock them out of the air. Tensions are running high. Puts the brakes on the impact. They both decide to either try to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Uses their drive gauge. Just go for it. Both of them back up. This kid leads himself down and out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Boom! Nothing stops this train. No drop, overdrive jack. Taking chunks out of each other here. Max SA gauges. They Gallone's block. Punish counter sets the table for big damage. Yo, what? Overdrive jackknife sends him down the quick way. Player two is on the brink of disaster. Will this drive gauge gap decide to brush that off? When super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Put balls flat into the guard break. Okay, here we go. The burnout. Oh, show him how it's done. Knocks him down and out. You gotta hand it to both our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Sonic boom. Shows the medium kick. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Downs him. Blocks the jump in. Alright, what's up now? Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Pressure is so intense here. Taking stock. Throws to get around their defense. KO! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Instant jumping. Hope you enjoyed the show. Jackknife Maximum connects. Who gained control of the match in the early going? Still very early in the round. Keeping tabs on what the opponent is doing. They want to strike quick. Looking for a chance. Oh, what's this? What's gonna happen? And the super activation. You can't forget the super for extra damage. Player one is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is the smart meter management. Player one can't use any drop, brushes that off, and keeps going. baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout or drop jack. Player 1 can't afford this, crowns them from above. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The jump in is denied. Burns out. Let's sit Tucker up, baby. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Jumps. Blocks the low kick. Kills him. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. With Super Arts interplay, it's really throws him. The offensive assault just keeps going. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. The anti-air in the clutch. Bulge catches out the gauge right there. Finds the target. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. No, oh my! Burns out. Player, oh, what a rush. Oh my, they picked this time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Are you for real? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Boom! Air flash. This is the ideal range to utilize that fireball game. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Low heavy. All right, what's up now? Opts for the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage down to the wire. Punish counter, this could lead to something big. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That's some big, juicy damage on that counter. Knockdown. They gotta take advantage of the drive differential. Medium kick hits. Closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Sonic boom. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Taking stock. Blocks it. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of the drive gauge. Uses a target combo as a filler. Side switch out of the corner. Knockdown and goes with the safe stuff. Sets up with the jump in. Risky up-close scrap steal, but crowns them from above. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Hits the drive. Drive parry. Down and out. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The pleasure is mine.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Blocks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Time to do some damage after that wall splash. Reads them. Takes a trip. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. KO. Player 2 Draws first blood, and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Renversé. The hit throw connect. Safely buffs the metal level. A quick breather. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Medium kick hits. Hope you enjoyed the show. Jackknife maximum connect. Going in? Long range fireball to break the silence. Shows the medium kick. Below. Oh, here we go. Scuffle. Getting up close and personal. Gotta dig down deep here. Both sides getting ready.
Hey!
Player two breaks through with the throw. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, feints. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They have a full drive gauge stock. Talk about a clean slate. Gets a perfect KO. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Decides to meet them in the air. Connects with the medium kick. Holds out with the block. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack leaves you at a disadvantage, so it's better to try an anti-air instead. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. That's a big gap. Who's gonna close it? What are they doing? Medium kick hits. Smart play with the throw. You know we paid. What? In anti-air? Checks with the medium kick. Oh, super hard. Big opportunity coming. KO. Player two took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
Here. Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Both looking for an opening, they want to get in and do damage. Very dangerous range. They can definitely get clipped by something. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Uses the downtime to get above. Great block on that ambiguous crossover. Knockdown. Puts one in the pocket. Adds parry to the pressure. This time the perfect parry, but it is still safe. And tech the throw. Lets off a projectile to waste time. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. The drink level's up to 4. All options are out on the table. Okay, creating some space here. Ooh, feints? They're being apt drive rush to keep it going. Shows the medium kick. One chance here may end this round. Player 2 sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps in. Shows off the air slash. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Taking stock. Jumps. Shoot charges forward. Rolling Sobot. Risky up-close scrap still going on. Goes for the free throw kicks to get a drink in. Max drink level now. This party's getting interesting. Not much like this. It's a good spot to use the super.
Come on. It's time to
Uses the
train.
gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. What? In anti-air? Come on, you gotta tech that throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chance. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Jump! Perfect read with the anti-air. Nah, you can't fool anyone with that jump in. Grounds them from above. Oh, here we go. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Boots him and takes a swing. And just bets it all on the drive run. Clutch parry. Yo, what? What? Anti-air? Dangerous range here. Oh, just do it! Forward rush. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Adds a little spice with the overdrive. Overdrive jackknife. You're done. Gotta hand it to both our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hope you enjoyed the show. Jackknife Maximum connects. The attack is parried. This time the perfect parry, but it is still safe. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Lots of aggression from both sides. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Both players with no drive in the tank. Takes a trip. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. It's there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Medium kick hits. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 did a great job of leading their opponent up close that last round. And they keep up the momentum. Big low reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score. The air-to-air is good. Crowns them from above. It's a good spot to use the super.
Come on. It's time to
Spends
train.
all that juice on the super art. Not try one bit about it. This might be a pivotal super art. Driver, you're done. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Checks them with the projectile. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Carries the projectile. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Takes a trip. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Lifts the throw, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. The kick hits. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Blocks the heavy low. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk, but effective. Knocks off a chunk with that combo. Okay, created some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Barely blocks the jump in. Barely hanging on. Oh, what a rush. Experience menacing burnout. Maxes out the gauge right there.
This is our destiny.
Lands the Getsuga Saiho. Off of that juicy damage. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without. This is critical. You're done. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Sticks out a kick. There's an overdrive on it. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. A quick breather. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is the smart meter management. Fighters are at a standstill, not sure what's going on. Out of range, relatively safe. They may be set up with the jump in. Here comes the corner pressure. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Reads the jump in perfect. Oh, here we go. Getting up close and personal. Clutch perfect parry under pressure. Amazing. Rail off, does them dirty. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting the air-to-air is good. Links it. Wrong scoop. When you absolutely gotta put him down, use super to take the round. He did not miss the chance and takes the round. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
A new challenger.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
Showtime, baby.
My pleasure.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Checks with the projectile. Puts one in the pocket. Knows the timing and stings them. Goes for the command grab. Downs him. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases him down. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Throws him, what's next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. The jump in is denied. Takes a trip. Tomahawk butt. Player 2 and overdrive jack. Going in? slugging it out and getting sweaty. They take some time to back off and regroup. Wins the air-to-air exchange. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Starts the party with a jump in. Gets a buff in the meantime. Gets the knockdown and now uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player two chases them down. Knockdown and... Ooh, burnout activates. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Bust up. Full-powered Condor wind. Gotta watch out for the takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Condor sends the meter on the super hard. This Thunderbird's gonna sting. Clear for landing. Okay. Oh, what a flip was the counter. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. And whips. They're wide open. In crown, you're done. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That's a counter. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Drive rush to keep the momentum. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player two needs to be cautious with drive gauge. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Life lead opens up. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player two has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Ayo! Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Oh yeah! Rolling Sobot. All right, who's gonna swing first? Medium kick hits. Player one chases him down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Barely blocks the jump in. Smart move to stay on guard. A quick breather, experiencing burnout. Connects with the medium kick. Big throw. Player one is dominating this round. We gotta be mindful of the flawless. They got them so quick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Bust up. Shows the medium kick below. Great pokes, perfect range to zone the opponent. Both fighters have fire coming through. Okay, wow. Reads the counter attack. Putting the cherry on top. Giving you a ride on the Thunderbird. You didn't even need a ticket. Red wall splat into the guardrail. Really, are you a little too young for the club? That combo finishes it. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Ooh, feints. Shows the medium kick. Gets the knockdown and now picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. The drive parry was successful. Puts one in the pocket. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. As for the throw, good work stand and throw range there. Whiffs the throw. Great work finding the opening. Player two chases him down. All right, what's coming next? The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Good job blocking the jump in. They should opt for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Oh, yeah. The low heavy is denied. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Still very early in the round. Gotta be careful not to whip, takes the hit and keeps on trucking. both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Next with the medium kick. Takes a chance with a bump. Below! What are they doing? Still struggling for control. That's gonna leave him wrapped. Amazing! Hits the buff in there. Big drive attack misses. Throws him. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. They back down, but closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Feints. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? Plenty of help, full gauges, let's see some stylish action. Player 2 with the air-to-air is good. Good judgment there. Buff while they're bleeding. Dangerous range here. Hits the buff in there. Hondo, perfect read with the anti-air. With super arts interplay, it's really anything goes at this point. Player 1 has full drive gauge, but it's on the brink. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 uses that wall pressure. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Tries to bait him with the projectile. We're still early in the round. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out? Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Very dangerous range. They can definitely get clipped by something here. Starts with the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Blocks the low heavy. Draw solid throw tech. Absorb baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. What'll happen here? Is Drive the way to close this round? Closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Nails the anti-air. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to fill out the situation. Takes a trip. They hit each other? Gets a little space with the throw. What are they doing? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The Gladius blows them away. Player 2 holding, experiencing burnout. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be all closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Crowns them from above. Final round. Aiming for the gold medal with that javelin. Player 2 needs to use the threat of that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Reads the throw and escapes. Wow, they are reading each other so well. What a smart throw! Amazing! Kneecap overdrive Shoryuken. Player 2 needs to slow down. Will this drive gauge gap decide the round? Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Some juicy damage with that throw there. The low's blocked. Gets the buff in there. Just outside of throw range. The throw connects. Dangerous range here. The Houdini low block. Full drive. The stage is set for a comeback. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Comes for them with the phalanx. The low kick hits. Wow. Drive impact misses. Closes in. What are they going to do? This is it. They are done. Player 2 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. The low doesn't connect. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open up that gap further. Player 2 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Hell. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Going in? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Oh, there's the side switch. This could be big. Steals back a chance. Goes for the jump in. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Jumps in, anti-air in the clutch. Back into the corner. What's that? Blow heavy. There's a burnout. Blocks him. Barely blocks the jump in. Not much. Oh my God, did they just choke it away? Super clutch corner switch. Oh, burnout activates. Needs to find it. It's there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? What opening statement there? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Slides in spits first to keep the pressure on. Push it through with the gliding. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Player 2 is in dark times with burnout. The low heavy keeps him out. Too slippery to get a handle on. Full drive. The stage is set for a comeback. Close range projectile. Who makes the first move at this range? Crowns it from above. Are you for real? Gets the buff in there. Look at Beefy. Connects with the throw. Oh, it takes this time to bust this out. Are you for real? Player 2 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Bops him with the target combo. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Uses the parry. Time to do some KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in is denied. Puts the armor to good use. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Risky up-close scrap still going on. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. From below. Experiencing burnout. Flies in fist first to keep the pressure on. Side switch. Amazing. Yo, right now. Putting the cherry on top. Looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super.
Now you know history.
Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. The ever-crucial opening round is about to begin. Blocks the jump in. Starts off zoning with the fireballs. Player 1 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Was well in range to score the throw. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 2 chases him down. Overextended by a finger. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Throws to get around their defense. Player 2 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Uses a target combo as a filler. Shows the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Going in? Blocks. Push it through with the gliding. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This airs an overdrive Shoryu. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Throw's no good. Wow. Reads the counter attack. Burns out. Pressure down and out. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Blocks the low kick. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? The low. Oh, here we go. Expect connects with the throw. Throw option, always good for the damage. Baits out the low kick. Oh, raw super art incoming. Oh, this super art can change the makeup of this match.
What's wrong? Get up!
Looking for a hole. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. No hesitation or regret. Open up, it's time for business. The goddess of the hunt is on the plow, and I promise it won't be pretty. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. There's a burnout. Are you for real? You're done. We're through. Player 1 straight up outplayed him. What a way to bring him back down to earth. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? The Houdini low block. Push it through with the gliding. Checks with the medium kick. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Knockdown. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. The big play does it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Goes for the throw. What are they doing? Connects with the medium kick. Big throw. Still struggling for control of the neutral. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Going in? KO. Player 2 made all the right choices in that fight.
Round 1. Fight!
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Gets the knockdown, and now blocks the jump in. Tries, but not gonna get the throw. Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here. All right, what's up now? Okay, they trade hits. Big low reaching heavy. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. All right, let's see the damage here. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Secures the goals for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player one draws first blood and it's on the board. And they keep the momentum. Medium kick hits. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Sees it coming and shrugs off the attack with armor. Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. The jump in is denied. Opens him up with the throw. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. The Gladius blows him away. What patience to scout out the counterattack. Player two needs to use it, experiencing burnout. Manages to block the jump-in attack. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Jumps up. Both players look for something to work with. The Houdini low block. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Player one can't let this simmer. They got not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Amazing! Target combo into it. Taking chunks out of the jump, putting the cherry on top. The goddess of the hunt is on the prowl, and I promise it won't be pretty.
Now you know history.
Player two is mounting a comeback. Do you want the damage or the setup here? This is gonna hurt. There's a burnout.
Shin!
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Player one delivers the upset. Tell them about themselves. Tell them. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Jumps in. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Very dangerous range. They can definitely get clipped by something here. Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Saw that low heavy coming. Knockdown. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. KO. Player two draws first blood and it's on the board. And they keep the momentum. Decides to create some distance to start. Flies in fist first to keep the pressure on. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Still feeling each other out. That throw is not gonna reach. What do they do? Fights out from the corner, back to the center of the stage. Knockdown, and player one has the chance to win super hard. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Dangerous range here. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What'll be the plan here? Not a lot happening, but I'm sure there's a point to this. Okay, speed tech though. KO. Player two gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? What are they thinking here? Shuts down the air approach. Very dangerous range. It can definitely get clipped by something. All right, what's coming next? Strings it all together. Okay, they trade hits. Life lead opens up. Trick grab. Where is their opening? Hits it. Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. All right, what's coming next? Our fighters are at a standstill. Not sure what's going on. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no clear leader in the fight. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. There's nowhere to run. Charges in to get hands on them for the interdiction. Going in? Ayo! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Uses a fireball to try to establish their pace. Low, heavy hits, mix up incoming. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? They break things off to take a quick breather. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. Who will take advantage? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they survive this badly timed burnout? The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. At the radar, up and running. Charges forward. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. What'll happen here? Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. You have to be really careful with the approach here. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. What a slick combo to take that round. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Goes to the overdrive. Spikes him with the trick grab. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they build on this? There's been some back and forth, but no clear leader in the fight. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Throwing some skates. The path to win looks very tough here. I don't know if they can hold out. Fighters are at a standstill. Not sure what's going on. Player 1 will look to experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Are we going to see a comeback here? KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Excuse me.
The throw connects. Last chance, it's now or never. That last round featured a lot of offense from the mid-range, while the fighters danced around each other. What's going to happen in this round? Nothing but space and opportunity at this point. What the Houdini low block? Player 1 is in a very good low position and lands the count. Sends a clear message with that count. Burns out. Player 2 meets them air to air. There's a burnout. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Here comes the perfect read with the anti-air. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's see some stylish action. A real test of nerves here. Chunks of fireball to keep control of the low heavy with authority. Player 1 straight up outplayed him. What a way to bring him back down to earth. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Quick dash in. Solid combo. Decent damage. What's next? Blocks the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here, giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Can't tech the throw. Grabs him, knocked down. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Fight him with the trick lab. Goes for a risky overdrive. The corner. Ooh, burnout activated. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? Nice comeback. It shows some very tough mental fortitude, and you know the opponent isn't going to forget that round. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 needs to use the threat of a corner hit, a quick breather. Player 2 can't use it. Ooh, burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. A real test of nerves here. Okay, here we go. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Amazing. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Instant jumping. The overhead denied. Spins the meter here, investing in the round. Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around. This round is heating up. Pulls him and locks it in for him. Baits him and goes in for the hug. Looking for the overhead this time. Player 1 may be overhead, but it won't work. Very nice. Trick glass. Over in a flash. You gotta hand it to both our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are such good ground game tools, but you gotta be careful they don't get jumped. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Beats the overhead well and blocks. Where is their opening? The jump in is denied. Takes him, and that's a KO. Time that perfect. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Big counter. Trapping it out up close. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Trick lap. Jumps up. Smart play with it. Ooh, burnout activates. Uses their drive gauge. What patience to scout out the counterattack. Solid anti-hit. Who's gonna take it? Barely blocks the jump in. Will they go all in without drive? Crowns them, you're done. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Hits the drive. Putting the cherry on top. Oh, this super art will change the makeup of this match. Who's going to steal this win? The low kick hits. Great pokes, perfect range to zone the opponent. Player 1 has the super kick, sets up with the jump in. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drop. Knockdown, here comes the mix-up. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. The low. Jump! Just outside of throw area. And with they're wide open. Gets the counter hit. Where's that conversion? Blocks the low kick, puts the brakes on the impact. Drop zone, baby! Huge chance that they are done. Player one delivers the upset. Tell them about themselves. Tell them. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Jumps in. Reebok ice. Player two has the life advantage. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. Reads the overhead wheel and blocks. They break things off to take a quick breather. So who's going to make a move? Player one is in a bind. Not gonna lie about that. Trying to read each other here. They can't even get sneezed on here. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Filling out the space. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Player one was kept on their toes all round and they didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. They're backed up into the corner. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knockdown and nothing but air. Blocks the low kick, blocks, takes the hit, and keeps on trucking. Ooh, burnout activated. Raw critical art? Yo, what's gonna happen? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Ah! Sit down and shut up! Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Bring it. The final round. Who's gonna take it? Spikes him with the trick lab. Player one won out those close scuffles, but what's the plan this next round? The feeling out phase is over. Solid anti-air. Stone cold embrace. He can't block those. Player two needs to take crowns them from above. Okay, here we go. Player two burns out. They're taking a step back to slow down, looking for the overhead this time. Player two, anti-air in the clutch. Quick step overhead, but it won't work. What? In anti-air? Back into the corner. But nothing stops this train. Takes him up. What now? Keeps him up. Denied. Keeps cool and locks him out. Noticeable like the super hit. It's gonna be enough to kill.
In ruin.
Does not leave anything to chance of that super finish. Woo! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Very slick with the combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player one chases him down. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Burns the drive gauge. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Gets the jump in. Ooh, adds on a bit extra to top off their damage output. Experiencing burnout. Going in? Player one can't afford mistakes without the drive gauge. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. Went for the tip kill. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Opts to create space to start. All right, who's gonna swing first? Woo. That last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. I think both fighters will want to keep an eye on the drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. The question is, how do they manage the drive gauge here? Spikes him with the trick lab. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Tap those shins. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Barely blocks the jump in. Big throw. What a smart throw! Player one has the chance to win the round if they can put their low heavy life lead here, but it's still anyone's game.
I must refuse.
Sneaks in the throw. Player two gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Fantastic reactions there. Goes to the overdrive. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Both looking for an opening, they want to get in and do damage. The fighters are at a standstill. They gotta be cooking up something. Maybe time for a new game plan. Both fighters reflecting a bit. Goes for the command grab. The jump in is denied. The low heavy hits. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. It's backed into the corner with pressure building. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Throws to get around their defense. Player one is gonna have to wait for their drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Drive time. Spikes him with the trick leg. Reads the overhead well and blocks. Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Full SA meters on deck, brushes that off and keeps going. Player experiencing burnout. Fakes them and goes in for the hug. What do they do? Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Fighters are at a standstill. Not sure what's going on. Oh my God, we've got a stun. Player spins some meter here, investing in the round. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Genru, replica. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Break glass. Okay, here we go. Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Connects with the throw. Amazing. A jump. Perfect read with the edge here. Who makes the first move at this range? Jump gets the counter hit and the win. Player two gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.
Best online. Great match. Fighting round. Special online training match. Comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere to run.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming next? Player one has used up all their drive. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. And throw. Miss takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Burns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Puhaza. What are they doing? They need to rely on their instincts here. That punish counter creates a check KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. All right, who's gonna swing first? Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Player one is holding on to that corner advantage. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. There's an overdrive short you. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player spins some meter here, investing in the round. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean.
That felt good, didn't it?
Look at that. Bringing the good stuff to the party. Player one gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Did well to get the buff in there. Check some with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Gets the wall spread, and now the opponent is defensive. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Taking stock. Player, will this super art connect? What's gonna happen next? Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Player one, he hits. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Connects with the medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Looking for a chance. That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Just goes for it at this range. Player two is... Oh, burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player one's anti-air in the clutch. Keeps him out. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Love tap the close. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods pick? Trump that off. Player one will look to apply pressure here. big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. There's a burnout. Puts the brakes on the impact. Player 2, the low kick hits. Crowns them from above. Player 2 may be able to steal this back if they can land that super art. Raw super art is coming. Sakai Buhazi, there it is. Ops the spinner leader on the super art. Closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.